This is Gary Guyman with the Dominate the Day podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to help you get 1% better in your business, provide clarity, and give you some ideas that will help you grow your business. If you're ready to dominate the day, let's go.
Dominate the day, that's what we're about to do. If you don't want to dominate, then this podcast ain't for you. But if you are, then keep listening, cause every single damn day, the mission is to dominate. You already know we're here to dominate the day. So if you want to dominate every day, then let's go, it's time to grow. This is another episode of Dominate the Day.
One thing that we see daily, mostly daily, sometimes weekly, but we see it constantly, is negotiation. A customer, a vendor, someone wants to negotiate with you. And if you go into Facebook groups, it's hilarious because I'll see business owners really get pissed off about a customer trying to negotiate. Then, in a day or two, I'll see same business owner talk about the deal they just negotiated. I mean, okay. But never mind. I'm not even going to try to figure that out, right? It's a part of our daily life. So what do? Well, become a good negotiator. That's what you do. One of the soft skills of negotiating is not wanting it that bad, or letting the other person perceive that you don't want it that bad, right? And for all the guys listening, trying to find a lady, this does not work with ladies. So if you're going to play hard to get with a lady, like that might backfire. Don't say, Gary Guyman told me to play hard to get, and so now I don't have a lady friend. No, Gary Guyman did not tell you to play hard to get. Gary Guyman said when you're negotiating that you should act like you don't want it as bad as you do want it. That's serious, right? You're going to buy a car. You really like that car. You don't tell the salesperson, man, I love this car. I want to take this car home, and you haven't even signed anything because he's like, oh, you're going to take it home. So what are some other things you can do to become a better negotiator? I think there's three things. Number one, when you are providing your position, because negotiating requires you to provide your position, you need to provide and explain the value of your position. Why are you charging that much for that service? What is it that you bring with that service that provides so much value, right? Provide and explain the value. Second thing you need to do, understand the other side's position and ask how they came to their starting point. In other words, tell them to provide and explain value of their point, right? So you provided your point, you explain value, they provide their point, and they provide and explain value. Then the third thing, this is the critical thing, right? It's simple. Determine if you want that business. If it's yes, then you find an agreeable point. And how you find an agreeable point is use words like fair, okay? Fair. My favorite is, I tell you what, we very rarely lower our prices. This service costs $800. And I can understand how you feel like that this service done by any other company may be worth $500. But the reasons why, and you re-explain your value, we are at $800, and it's not features. You don't tell them about features, not because you got beautiful equipment or shiny trucks or sexy race car shirts. That's not value to them. What is the value to the customer, right? Explain the value. Pick 2 or 3 things. But I tell you what I'll do. My favorite way to negotiate is to add more value to your price. Typically, we do this service at $800, and this service, and this is when they want another service, right? So maybe they've asked about an ancillary service, and this service usually costs an additional $150. But what I'm willing to do is give you both of these services for $800. You didn't drop price, you added value. Yeah, but I'm giving them a service for free. Are you? Really? They were probably going somewhere else. Most of the time when somebody negotiates, 2 things. Either they aren't going to buy from you, and that's what you need to find out when they're explaining their value. If their value is, well, I just want to pay less, they're not buying from you. Or They truly do want to buy from you, but they just want a good deal. Because us fucking Americans, we got to get a deal. That's the way we work. So, 3 steps. Provide and explain value. Ask them to provide and explain value. Then determine if you want the business. If it's yes, find an agreeable point. If it's no, then walk away. Plain and simple. Becoming a better negotiator is going to make you better in business. It's going to make you more money. It's going to help you dominate the day.
Dominate the day, that's what we're about to do. If you don't wanna dominate, then this podcast ain't for you. But if you are, then keep listening, cause every single damn day, the mission is to dominate. You already know we're here to dominate the day. So if you wanna dominate every day, then let's go, it's time to grow. This is another episode of Dominate the Day.